y'all, this is Leah and welcome to another episode of Scrap and Chat. Today I'm going to be doing a layout using these pictures taken from one of my friends, or I should say taken by one of my friends in Mississippi back in 2011, as well ago, 5 years ago. I love them. I love her little sticky face in them. I love the pop of her eyes. I know it might be a little pop, but I love it. And no, Caitlin has these really interesting color eyes. They're actually kind of gray. And I mean like really gray. You know how some people have blue eyes and they're like, "Oh, my eyes are gray." Like her eyes are gray. And she takes a lot of pride in that. Like she's like, "My gray eyes, they're very rare." But yeah, she's silly. But that's my Katie, and I've been meaning to do a layout with these pictures for a while, like all 4 pictures. And one of my things is I typically don't scrap more than 1 picture at a time. So I think for this one I'm going to use my my extra day kit because it's pretty neutral. The papers are all very neutral and the elements have the pops of color, so I do want the focus to be on those pictures. So I think using neutral papers will be a good way to make that happen. So let's see, they have these papers, they all have like subtly textures. Which one do I want to use for my Katie? I think maybe white. I don't know. Maybe craft. I'm kind of having this love affair with craft paper. I'm just going to pull a few of them and we'll see which one I end up with, end up using in the end. So here's this one, or this one, or this one, or this one. So I'm going to go ahead and just drag my pictures on here. But yeah, so I'm sorry that last week I did not do any videos. I didn't even do my tutorial Tuesday. Very ashamed. I don't know. This week's gotten away from me. It's been one of those weeks where it's like, what happened to the time? Like, I'm pretty sure there was some sort of time warp going on. And yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what happened. But I do apologize, and I promise to do better. I feel like a kid. Like, no one has reprimanded me, but of course I reprimand myself. I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry I've disappointed you all." Not at all. I'm sure I haven't disappointed any of you. I hope. If I have, I'm sorry. But yeah, so I'm going to do good, and starting with this episode, get right back into the swing of things, and I'm hoping that this weekend I'll be able to, maybe tomorrow, get to do a few tutorial Tuesdays, so I have maybe a few in advance. If you have any recommendations, I know one of you had asked for more Illustrator tutorials, and I am going to admit to you that while I like to play in Illustrator, I am definitely not comfortable enough to manage a tutorial in it, because I'm still learning, just like how I learned Photoshop by playing around. That's how I'm learning Illustrator, is just by playing around with it. So I'm not quite up to par, so to speak. So anyway, yeah, I want to do, like a more simple layout. I tend to draw toward those. I like the white, but then something about this makes me focus on our eyes a bit more. This one's too busy, so this is a no. This one could work. It's funny, I'm going to the white ones after all. We'll play around with that later. So let's see. I have these pictures, and I'm going to leave them in the colors that they are. Christy had edited these, and I think they look really beautiful. And look at my baby. She's practically a teenager now. Like, really, she turns 13, like an official teenager this year. And that's kind of scary. I remember being 13. It doesn't feel like that long ago, but I guess it is. My friends and we were saying, I have some friends that we've been close friends since we were in the 6th grade, and we all realized that we had been friends longer than we hadn't been friends, in our lives. We've been together longer, and that's kind of a fun little milestone to get to be like, hey, we've known each other and been friends for longer than, half of our lives, which is really fun. All right, let's see. What do I have here? A nice little plain. What does this journal card say? Look at that. That was not planned. Look, it fits perfect. It's the right size. Our story. I'm not sure this is a story, really. So that one's going away. Maybe this is where I could just plop in one of these craft papers for the journaling that I'm going to be doing later on. So he's going to go there. And let's go this way. It's been a long time since I did a layout that was like more horizontal and everything is you know, within. Anyway, yeah, we had a good week though, but it has kind of flown by, and I'm getting a bit of the winter blues, you know, so I probably need to get out of the house this weekend, but I have a project that I need to be working on, so I doubt that's going to happen. And, you know how it is, you're like, there are 15,000 things I should be doing, and I'm not sure which one's going to end up happening at all. All right, so I think I am going to use a dark paper accent, so let's go with this one. Yeah, why not? All right. Oh, my girl. I'm like, my girl. She's so pretty. But yeah, I do end up making these really simple layouts. I always really admire how people can do more clustery layouts. I don't know what my deal is. Why I can't seem to make it work. You know, for me, I'm just amazed at the layering skills that people have. I definitely want to use this little camera because that's part of the story, is how this was a few days before we were going to move, and our neighbor Christy, she had a son named, I'm not going to tell you because I think maybe that's oversharing, and anyway, he was Caitlin's best friend, and she was very sad to see him go, but she had snapped these pictures right before, and I really appreciated that. They're probably the most professional looking pictures that I have of Caitlin. And I like this always be bold sentiment type flair because I think it's a good little reminder. I wonder if I move this one down here and this one up there, if that would work better so it's not taking up a part of her little mouth. What do you think? That's better, and then we'll scale that down a little bit. But yeah, so I guess we should all love our own scrapping styles, right? I get down on myself like, oh, I don't layer like this person, and I wish I could do this and that. But, you know, it is a craft, and it is our own art form, how we choose to journal and how we choose to remember, you know, what happens in our lives. And it's easy to try to measure ourselves against other people that we see like, oh, I wish I could, you know, make layouts like this person or like that person. But in the end, we should really be happy with what we're making for ourselves because it's more about the memory. You know, years from now, when we're looking back on this, I doubt we're going to say, I wish I scrapped more like XYZ. We're going to say, oh, thank goodness I was able to preserve this memory. And that's what's most important. Gosh, I sound sappy. Listen to me. I'm like, ooh, is this the most important because I'm a sap? Forgive me. I can't help it. It happens sometimes. I'm liking this. Look at that. Look at. I tell you what, good pictures make a layout right there. You could probably put some bad pictures in here and it wouldn't look nearly as cool as these pictures. On their own, they look pretty great. So, yeah. That's 1, 2, 3. So 3 papers so far, and 2 elements and a journal card. That's where I've gotten. All right, let's see. More elements, more. All right, let's see. Who else are we going to put on here? Maybe a little trim? Nothing wrong with some trim. Let's pull these guys on here. They have like a vellum edging. Let's see. I could put one up there or like here. It's going to go under the black paper. And this one mimics the journal card, right? So, should we keep them both? Or should we use one twice? I kind of like the spiky one. All right, so we're going to drop him down there. I just started watching this show called the Shannara Chronicles. It's like on MTV, right? And it's this kind of a sci-fi fantasy, somewhat dystopian, but not really. I don't know. I'm only a little bit in, but I'm kind of really excited that there's this show on MTV that's very, in my opinion, definitely something that gears more toward my inner geek of, fantasy, sci-fi sort of stuff on MTV. Like, what? I remember when they used to have stuff, it was, what was it? That was the OC on MTV or something? Hills? I don't know. I didn't watch them because I don't even know which ones were on there, but it seems like a very big difference between, you know, going from sci-fi fantasy to that. So way to go, MTV. I wonder if they play music at all. I think that stopped when I was a teenager. When Carson Daly used to be the VJ guy, you remember? And there was a whole Total Request Live. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I'm probably giving away my age now, but that's okay. So I've decided that the spiky ones look scary with this layout after all. So I'm going to go back to the scallopy trim. All right, so that's the wrong one. This is the right one. And again, it makes sense because it does mimic the journal card. So yes. All right. I bet one of you were watching that saying like, oh my gosh, it looks like teeth. It looks like teeth. So, yeah, my husband is right now on his way home from dropping off my niece who visited with us this whole week. And it was so much fun. She helped me make princess stickers, and I was able to print out these stickers and cut them out using the silhouette and on sticker paper. So she was actually able to take home stickers that she helped make, which I don't know. I think that's pretty darn fun. The silhouette machine is addictive. The more you use it, the more you want to use it, and which I guess is a good thing. I'm ashamed to say that it sat in a box for 2 years. It sat in a box for 2 years before I used it. Like, that's crazy. I think it was 2 years. Yeah. Because I bought it when it was on like a shopping network special, a home shopping network special, an HSN special. And I promptly forgot about it because you know how that it goes. Well, maybe not. Maybe, no, I shouldn't say you know how it goes because you guys are probably more responsible with your purchases. Me, it's in a box and next thing you know, it's shoved in the attic and, then suddenly one day you recall that you do actually have something. So now I'm starting to think that I want a white paper instead of a black paper here. So I'm going to pull the one that I had taken from the base initially and throw him in there. And I think I'm going to rotate him this way. I don't know. I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. So we'll see. All right. So my Katie, oh my gosh. Why do kids grow up so fast? I think I say this every time I'm on here. Do y'all have that feeling whenever you're scrapping and like you look at these beautiful pictures of your children and you're just like, what is going on with time? Why is it going so freaking fast? When are my kids going to chill out and just stop growing for a little while for their mommy? No wonder why my mom, I used to get so annoyed. She'd be like, I wish we all were babies again. And I'd be like, no, Mom, I want to grow up. Blah, blah, blah. It's not cool to be a baby. And now here I am in that same position of that feeling of, I don't want you to grow up anymore. Stop growing up. Why can't you just stay babies? Well, I mean, they say history repeats itself. I'm assuming that goes with, growing up and your, parents and, all of that jazz. So we'll see. But I'm pretty sure they're going to grow up despite how I feel. And there we are. That's it. That's life, right? So anyway, what have you guys been doing that's new and different and enjoyable? I've been playing Minecraft. I'm even considering doing videos, probably making a different channel since this is, not exactly a Minecraft related channel. But my daughter Caitlin has been wanting to do Minecraft videos, and I don't want her to get into it on her own, because the internet is an interesting place. So we would probably turn off comments more than likely. I don't want her to be trolled like right away. But I just thought it would be a good idea to teach her how to create videos and edit videos and to create content. It's kind of exciting. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I end up going with it or not. It's funny, I had this little camera, and I do want them. I'm going to probably use them in a title instead, though, because I like the little flower there. Let's go ahead and put drop shadows on some of these things. Yeah, so all in all, I think it'll be fun times. We actually found this really good server. It's very family friendly, called Gamealition, and it's very nice, and the people there have all been very nice, and I like the creative aspect of Minecraft. I like building things because I find it another creative outlet, albeit in a geeky way. But if any of you wonder why your kids get addicted to it, just think of it that way. Why do we get addicted to scrapbooking? It's a creative outlet, and Minecraft is definitely similar in that regard. So, shout out for Minecraft. All right, so we have some washi tape. Let's see, where do we want to put him? You could put it over a picture, like it's holding down the picture, but I don't think that looks very cute. We could put it on that one. No, also still not very cute. Maybe under here, like it's holding the journal card on. That works. All right, so yeah, times are changing, I guess. I mean, I wonder if me wanting to play Minecraft with my daughter is the equivalent of my parents wanting us to play Monopoly together as a family. You know, that it's just times changing. Just because it's on the computer, I feel like you get the stigma of, oh, it's a computer game, and what are you, oh, you're always on the computer. But that is where we are right now in our society. Our children are not going to know a world that didn't have computers like we know of a world that didn't have computers. This is what's going to be normal to them. And I think embracing that and starting traditions, our own little traditions, whether it's gaming together as a family, is, for me, for our family, it's important because I want to be able to spend that time with her and teach her to be responsible, but also to just have time to enjoy something like that together that we can do as a family. So yeah, it is fun. So I encourage you to, if you haven't tried it out, try it out. You'll be surprised. It could be really fun for you, or not. That's okay. Different strokes for different folks. But I don't know. For our family, we really do enjoy it quite a bit. All right, this poor little camera. Maybe I'll make a little cluster, and he'll end up staying over here anyway. It's going to be all right. All right, so let's see. Title time. And here comes my littlest. So yeah, I'm going to do the impact label in and then eyes is going to be in a different font. So I'm just going to get that scaled kind of to the position that I want it to be. That's a free font, impact label, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, my youngest is now down here, and I am without her father, so you might hear a little bit of baby chatter in the background, but that's okay. Y'all know what it's like. I'm going to go ahead and convert this to a smart object. Smart object, where you at? There. Okay. I think what I want to do is maybe like almost like a font like Impact, which is kind of a bold, chunky sans serif font, and then maybe attach like a folded paper effect to it. Does that make sense? I'm thinking craft paper. And of course I'm clicking every folder but the one I should be, because that's how I roll, doing things incorrectly. All right, here we go. And I'm just going to scale that down because I want the pattern to be a bit smaller. There we go. And yeah, I might just throw a fold on it just for the heck of it. All right, so I'm just going to grab one of these, like a little fold, and I'm going to clip it to the word eyes here in a moment. See? So what that allows me to do, I can darken it, or I can change the blend mode or whatever I feel like doing to just kind of make it look like a folded thing. And I might even do a little stitching across so it kind of looks like it's stitched down, and we can play with the shadow a little bit. All right, so what am I going to change the blend mode to here? Sometimes I do kind of weird blend modes and stack them. So right now it's on color burn, and then I'll do another one and I'll do like linear burn. Ooh, I actually like the two of those together. That's two color burns at like 75%. We'll lower that one just a bit. Cute. All right, this one, this part of the title, I should say, is going to go over the top and just be a little accent, right? What do you think? Over here on the side? In your eyes? And then as I pull it over here, maybe we'll do another little cluster of elements. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Or better yet, maybe we should... maybe we should drag this underneath. So if this is going to be a cluster here, then the other one will balance it down here. What do you think? That maybe makes sense? Or totally the opposite. I can put this back up here and drop that cluster down to the bottom. That's probably the better idea. So let's drag everyone down. In a good way, not in a like, man, Leah, she really drags everyone down. I'm such an idiot. All right, sorry. You know, I think it works better down here anyway. Oh, Lord. What you guys must think of me. Gotta put yourself out there, right? You never know. There could be kindred spirits out there, you guys, that are just as silly and goofy as I am. Unashamedly so, hopefully. Not like me, all apologetically a nut job. So, yeah. Alright, here we are. And I'm just using my nudge tool because I'm being lazy. Yeah, perfect. Okay, now, I'm going to merge those layers together with the word eyes so they're kind of ready to go. And I'm going to duplicate it, and we're going to do a shadow for fun. All right, so, but yeah, no. Have y'all seen any good movies? My husband went to go see Deadpool. I don't know if you know this about me, you may or may not, but I don't go to movie theaters because I have a bit of a, it's not that I'm claustrophobic, I get anxious sometimes, and I have a fear of like having a panic attack at the movie theater and not wanting to disrupt people getting out or the person that I'm with, meaning my husband or whatever. So I've had an avoidance now to that, to going to the movies because of this, which is, it's kind of silly. I really want to see Deadpool and I can't go see it because I won't let myself do that. You know, it's like my fear of that is stronger than my desire to want to go see the movie, right? So, yeah. Oh, I'm just using Puppet Warp, by the way, just a little plain old Puppet Warp. I'm pinning them in the middle where the fold is, and then I'm messing around with the shadow from there. Kind of probably making it not look remotely realistic, but we'll give it a go. Yeah, so sorry about that. We had a little phone interruption, just the ringing, not anyone to talk to, just, you know, telemarketers, the usual. Are y'all like that too? Is that all you get? You're like, the only people who ever call us are telemarketers. I don't understand. Ooh, that little shadow's getting to be a little cray-cray over there. I like it though. I do. I like it anyway. I think he might need to be a little more wild though. Let's do another Puppet Warp on that E. And pull the little leg over here. Yeah, there's a lot of movies I want to see, but I really love period drama too. So I'm hoping there's going to be like a really good period drama movie that isn't zombies, Pride and Prejudice and zombies, which is okay. I'm sure I'll end up watching it on a very bright sunny day in the middle of the day when the sun is out and bright. But but yeah, I tend to steer away from any kind of angsty movie, you know. I don't get that exhilarated feeling. It makes me feel anxious and scared, and not a cool way, not in like a heart-pounding awesome way. And it makes me, I wish it's how your body reacts to like an adrenaline rush, right? Some of us like that and others of us do not. And I am one of the do nots. I'm do not about a lot of things. I'm just boring. So, you know, that's okay. We can't all be awesome. Some of us have to be boring like me. It's okay. If the world was filled with too many awesome people, it couldn't handle it. That, and, you know, who knows, might not have, you need the people who are like scaredy cats because we're the ones who live a really long time because we're afraid to do anything adventurous and cool. So anyway, let's see. In your eyes, here we are. Do y'all like how it looks overlapped there or above? Like I feel like I lose the shadow a little bit when it's part of it. So I think I'm going to go ahead and leave him there. And look, it's almost like part of the E. Not intentionally done. All right, now we're going to get another flower. And yeah, let's see. We could just duplicate the same one, but I always feel like that's cheating. Is that cheating? It's not really cheating, right? Especially if I give it a new button. It's all about the buttons. Plus, I could make it the opposite, right? So this could be the front part of the flower, and I'll just rotate it a bit. And this will be the back. Eventually, when I move it there, like that. And then my little button over the top, and we have a brand new flower, and it's totally not the same one. Ha ha ha. All right, so our flower has been moved up here, the one where we were redoing where the things were. We have our little yellow button, but I realized that this can't go down there. It has to go up here, which is fine. I think it looks cute. So in your eyes, and here she is. And always be bold, our little sentiment. Got some washi holding down the card. Just a very small cluster. I think I might want to add one more little element right there. That works too. All right. So I'm going to pause, get the journaling done, and then we'll finish up. Yes, so there we go. We have our journaling and our layout, and there it is. My last thing to do is I feel like this cluster that I created and I've fussed over so much needs to be lowered significantly, in my opinion. Now, some of you might disagree with me, and that's all right. But for me, I feel like it needs to be down here to balance up there a little better. I feel like it was a bit off balance, so. I might even add a bit of a paint splatter. Maybe, maybe not. I'm kind of happy with it. The only other thing I'm questioning is the flare. I could totally get rid of it. All right, we're getting rid of it because when I said I wanted the focus to be on the pictures, it's going to be really nothing on the pictures. So there we go. Here it is, our completed layout. Thank you so much for scrapping with me today. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I look forward to seeing y'all on Tuesday. Bye-bye.